All right, what's going on, folks? All right, wanted to do this video for a while. You guys who've been watching me know I've been saying it. Now, we did an unboxing video on this M12 rocket light. We went over everything pretty much in the unboxing, but I want to do another video just because I know a lot of you guys have either bought this in the last week or are waiting to get this. Again, this should be pretty much everywhere, guys, this weekend or Monday. Obviously, if you watched my Home Depot live video last night, it's already live at the depots in this tri-state area where I'm at. So I know a lot of you guys are waiting for it to become live at your Home Depot. Again, great light. You're getting a free 6 amp hour battery, and that's what Milwaukee wants you to use with this light. Okay, all the specs are generated off a 6 amp hour light. Again, you're going to get 10 hours of runtime on low, and that's 700 lumens. All right, and I can tell you honestly, for a lot of applications, that's really all you need. You know, if you kind of flip-flop, you know, you might need it for 30 minutes on high, 1400 lumens. Then you can go back to low. It'll definitely reserve time. But you got 12 LEDs in here. Like I said, the head pivots 270 degrees. Okay, and this is storage mode. Kind of protects the LED from, if you tip it over, the elements, stuff like that. So this is storage mode, but like I said, it pivots 270 degrees. It also rotates 210. All right. I don't know why they couldn't make it rotate 360. Stops right there. Kind of weird, but it's awesome that it even does that. So it's a pretty versatile light. And again, 4 hours of runtime. Now, those are minimum, all right? I think with a 6 amp hour battery, you're going to get a little bit more than 4 hours, but I guess they wanted to round it off. But at least you're getting 4 hours on high, 10 hours on low with the free 6 amp hour battery. And again, I think Milwaukee kind of messed up a little bit with, they just, if you watch my live videos, I'm just going to talk about it real quick. They released this light probably around 6 months ago, like I said. But right before that, they did this huge rocket, M18 rocket light deal. If you guys remember, it was $179 with a free 5 amp hour battery. All right. Now, that only lasted for like a month. And then it went up to $199 with a free 5. So it's kind of hard to have a deal like that. Now, you got to remember, there's a Gen 1. And there's a Gen 2, and this was on the Gen 2. So this was the brand new rocket light. Remember, the Gen 2 has 2,500 lumens, and it also, you're able to plug it in. The first M18 rocket light, you can only run it off your Milwaukee batteries. Couldn't use, plug it in with a cord. So with this light, also, you can use it with a battery or a cord. So again, very versatile. It's really an awesome light, but like I said, I think a lot of people bought the M18, a couple months before they released this. So this might have made more sense to them because, like I said, I think this has a lot of pros, definitely over the Gen 1 M18 light. The Gen 2 is just such an awesome price, $30 more than this light. You're getting 1,100 lumens more, and you can plug it in. And again, it's a more versatile. The one thing about this light, guys, real quick. So you got like these detent pins in here that kind of locks it into place. So you got 5 feet 8 inches. Okay. Obviously, you heard me talk about the M18. The M18, if you want to put it at 5 feet 4 inches, you can do it. Now remember, that goes up to 7 feet too. A little bit over that, I believe. I forget what the M18. This is 5 feet 8 inches, but you can really lock it at any height you kind of want. Now, it's not that big a deal, I've noticed with this. If you lock it right here, this is around 4 feet. It's like 4 feet 1 inch, 4 feet 2 inches. So you got 5 feet 8, 4 feet, and if you put it down here, you got 3 feet. Now, yeah, right there kind of sits, and most of the LEDs. But like I was kind of going to talk about here, if you have a screwdriver, paintbrush, whatever, you got this area in here. You can kind of wedge something in there. I know I had to do it once. You know, whatever you can kind of find. If you need a stick, you can kind of play with it a little bit and it'll kind of stay in place. But like I said, you got 5 feet 8 inches. Got to hear that click. The only thing, like I said, and I've talked about it in a lot of videos and when we did the unboxing, the only thing that I don't like about this light is the D10 pins. Because, you know, over time, you know, D10 pins kind of wear down a little bit. You know, it's only been out 6 months, and I don't think it's an issue. And remember, you got a 5-year warranty with this light, so if anything kind of happens with that. But I wish they would have went the way the M18 was with the latches, you know, so you can kind of lock it in any place you want. But it's not really a big deal, like I said. You have the rotating head, so if you want to go, put it in a certain, you know, bring it down, and, you know, obviously bring the head down, you know, to a certain area. You just rotate the head here. So it's not that big of a deal, to be honest with you. But, you know, it takes 30 seconds to take the light down into travel mode or to put in its light mode. So we got it here. Real simple. Boom. Oh, the light just came out. Hit these 2 spots right here. That's it, man. You're good to go. I've had some issues, and if you watch the unboxing video, with the light, with the battery kind of staying in there, if you kind of, you know, pick up on it real quick, for some reason, the battery kind of flies out. I don't know if anyone else has had that issue, but I've had it a few times. But this is the battery you're going to get, by the way, 6 amp hour. But obviously, this is travel mode, and, you know, some of these Milwaukee bags, I think even the reset, if you have the super sawzall, I can get this almost in the bag. Now, I can get it in there, trust me. It might stick out a little bit, but that's what makes this such a great light. Like, you know, the M18 light is probably a foot longer, if not more, than this 12-volt version. You got a handle right here. You got a handle right here. So you got 3 handles. You know, right here is your plug, if you want to plug it in, you know, to a 120 AC outlet. Again, to get it in light mode, it's standing here. All right, looking real nice here. And remember, when you store this, right, I kind of just did it real quick. Well, I'll show you. One hand, real quick. Ready? Boom. And again, I'm doing this with one hand, guys. Really should be using 2. All right, full erect mode, real simple. And to break it down, first thing you want to do is turn your head down. Boom, boom. Lift up. That's it, man. Again, doing this with one hand, but, you know, really super quick, really super simple. You know, it's can't be any easier. The D10 pins are the one thing that, like I said, you know, something you're going to get used to. Not a big deal. The 12 LEDs, again, on 700 lumens, guys, this thing is bright. Obviously 1400. And the one thing that I always talk about, if you have the M18 light, again, 2500 lumens. All right, so that's 1100 lumens more. I don't know how many LEDs that one has, but I'm gonna be honest with you, it doesn't seem that much brighter than this one. Now, you know, that's up to opinion, but from what I've seen of the M18 light and this light, you know, the M18's definitely brighter, so everybody relax. But you're going to be really surprised on how bright this light is. You know, nothing more I can say. Really super simple here. Boom. 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 And again, a lot of bags, you know, it's going to stick out, you know, kind of a little bit like that. Like I said, if you have the super sawzall, I had it in that bag once and it fit in there. Like I said, I stuck it in this way, kind of like the top kind of just hung out a little bit, but something that you can really never do with that M18 light. But obviously it's super simple to carry around also. But, you know, I can show you I'll show you guys, again, it's daytime here, so not going to do much here, but again, squeeze these two levers right here, come right down, it's set. When you lift up, it kind of spreads out a little bit more, right? Now pull up. Again, I got one hand here, and again, you can put it 5 feet 8 inches, right? Right here, this is around 4 feet, and this is around 3 feet, all right? And again, you have a lot of versatility. If you got to stick a screwdriver in there, a paintbrush. I've used a paintbrush actually once. That's why I'm mentioning the paintbrush. But you can kind of put it wherever you want. But you know, I just did it that way because I wanted the light on a specific area. But obviously with the pivoting head, it's you know, super simple to get it, you know, where you want, as you can see. But I'll show you right here, and this is going to show you how much battery life you have. All right, so I only have 2 bars left. Okay, you can see it right there, I hope. All right. This is high right here. I'll show you right here. All right, so now you got high. That's 700 lumens. So as you can see, it gets a little bit dimmer, but 700, you know, we're over crazed, you know, not only with impacts, with, you know, torque numbers just going crazy. The same thing with these lights, guys. You know, 700 lumens is a lot, especially like in a floodlight with like a bulb or 12 LEDs this size. You're going to be so surprised on how bright 700 lumens is with this light, that, you know, obviously you got the versatility to go up to 1400 lumens if you want. But I'm telling you, for a lot of, you know, the reason I was talking about painting, because I had to paint around 6 rooms, I don't know, around 2 months ago, but actually it was January, end of January, and this light was awesome, and I had it on the 700 lumen setting the entire time. I never went up to 1400 lumens. But this is 700 lumens low. Obviously you hit it again, I'll just show you right here, shuts it off. All right, so you got 3 different modes. All right, I'll show you up here. I'm going to hit it right now. That's high. Now you'll see it dim a little bit when I go to 700 lumens. There's 700. There's off. And again, this will tell you when you hit it on high, the high mode, that's when it tells you. I wish it would stay on long. It seems to be like on a 2 or 3 second delay. I don't know why they've done that for some reason, but I'll show you again. So I'm going to put it on low, and I'm going to shut it off. All right, nothing. I'm going to turn it on. So this is going to be high, and then you see the lights, but it stays on for like 2 seconds and it shuts off. So that is a kind of weird. That might just be my light. I don't know if other people reviewed it and theirs stays on longer. But you kind of got to be quick. I know sometimes I got to hit it like 2 or 3. There we go. Yeah, probably 2 seconds. But it tells you how much is left in your battery. So I got 2 bars out of 4. So you got around 50%. But again, super versatile, super compact for a rocket light. You know, one more time. Let me shut it off. This is on high. So we'll put it on low and off. Again, flip the head down, push down. All right, that's storage mode. You lift up right here, squeeze it, pull up, and you're good to go. Can't be any simpler. Yeah, again, I want to say, and this will tell you on the box, but I think it stores, it's a little bit under 3 feet. Let me just get my tape measure here. Yeah, it's around 31 or 32 inches, and I'm sure they tell you in the specs. And here's Blackberry. She has to smell everything, but that's right up to the line there. A little bag there. So, yeah, about there. So, yeah, around 31 inches, okay? So a little bit less than 3 feet. Right, here she goes. So in some bags, you probably can fit this entirely. Again, probably one of those bigger bags. But, you know, in some of the Milwaukee bags, you can kind of get it in and it'll come out. You zip it. The head will kind of be out a little bit, but you can get it in. I forget what the M18 is, but it's definitely at least a foot longer. A little bit less, a little bit more. I don't know. We'll say a foot. So definitely not as compact as this. Now this is like Gen 1, obviously. I think it's awesome. I think there's so many ways to improve this without even going up with, you know, crazy lumen numbers. You know, the next one, 1500 lumens max, maybe 800 low, maybe a little bit better runtime. And again, if they can kind of have that versatility of the latch lock system, where you can put it at any height you want, I think that would be a great way to improve this. But that would, and maybe they can make the head a little bit bigger. All you got to do is add 2 more LEDs or 4 more. Just make the head a little bit bigger, and you know, you would have an awesome. But this light is awesome, guys. For 149 bucks, it's a great light. You know, you guys, you got to remember the 6 amp hour battery is 100 bucks. So you're basically, for $50, you're gonna get a very versatile, great light. You know, that's all I can say. You know, is it as these rocket lights are not as versatile, obviously, as other lights. You know, you hear me talk about the Searchlight. That is still 79 bucks, by the way. You know, obviously, very small, compact light. You know, this is made for a certain application, but what it's made for, I mean, it's awesome. And like I said, I like it better than the M18. And the only reason is because of the compact size. I love the 12 volt stuff, guys. You know that. The smaller, the lighter, the more compact, the better. But obviously the M18s are great. And let me tell you, that deal for $179 with a 5, I mean, that was killer. So I think they're going to sell a lot of these though now. Even if you bought that light for $179, you know, it's kind of been like 6-8 months since that deal ended, and obviously now they put a little bit butter on your bread. They butter your bread a little bit with that free 6 amp hour battery. So awesome light, guys. Should be available this weekend. So go out, grab one, get your 6, and go nuts, man. All right, any comments or questions, let me know. Peace.